we came and we started doing it and we love it, you know. And so, so I'm using this tent. This is a nature hike, massive nature hike, massive tent. This is the 2-person, but I want to get the 4-person because this time we decided just to take the one tent because it's a little bit heavy, but we decided to take the one tent and we decided to split up the tent so that we both could sleep in here, right? And it's more than enough room, right? It's just that it's really tight when you got to move around and stuff like that if the weather is bad. And so right now my brother is outside cutting more wood, and he's using his hatchet as well. And so, but let me just share this things with you guys, right? This is very important, right? This time that we came out, right? I was like, I have the Mr. Heater, um, Mr. Heater, the buddy, the portable buddy heater that sometimes I have used, right? And I decided to bring it this time, even though I had the hot tent, right? And I'm so glad I did. Hello, Ali Paz. Ali Plaz, I believe it is. Hello. Um, and I'm glad that I bought it because during the night, the hot tent, right? The hot tent we had on the tent this like fire retardant thing that was around the tent. It was supposed to be fire retardant. And guess what? Mm-mm. So in the middle of the night, we had smoke in the tent. We had that's good. Yeah, that's good. We had smoke in the tent, and we had to shut it down quickly, right? So I closed the flume, closed the vent so it's to kind of trap the air in there, and it went down. And then I was able to turn on the Mr. Buddy, and that kept us warm because last night it got down to like 8 degrees, 8 degrees. So it would have been cold. So one of the things I always tell people, and even I shared with my brother when he first started coming with me, is that we have to be prepared and we have to think ahead of time. Because as you go into the bush and as you go into the forest, there's so many things that could happen. You could have a branch that falls down and collapse your tent. You could have snow that weighs on your tent and collapse your tent. You could have wind that comes and blows your tent. So you have to make sure that you are prepared for the season and the situation that you're going into, and then have a little bit redundancy, right? So, like sometimes you'll have like a hatchet, but also don't just bring a hatchet, but also bring yourself a knife. Because if your hatchet, let's say if it breaks, then you can bring a knife. This is a full tang knife, and I've used this knife to cut wood. This is called a net floss. It's a full tang knife. Yes, Shantae, we love God. That's right. So full tang knife, look at that. And I can use this to chop wood, you know? And so sometimes you have to bring redundancy, to be prepared for every situation because anything could happen. And so stay tuned for more videos, right, that I'm going to share, even breaking down, all my equipment, because I got tons of equipment. Okay. But breaking down my equipment, and last night we were fine. We were fine. We had a little situation. Guess what? We prepared for it and we figured it out. And right now we're burning wood and just cutting more wood. We just finished eating breakfast. I just finished making an omelet, um, and about to get some coffee and just take it easy and relax and cut more wood, and because that's something you always got to do. Remember, right? If there's one thing you want to remember about hot tent camping, right? Always have enough wood. And when you think you have enough, keep on cutting because it'll go through very fast. So I love you guys. Have a blessed day, right? Until we meet again.